live or not. Somebody got to text me. Let's see. Awesome. Let me check Facebook if I am on live. Oh, I'm live. Okay, got it. Your text message, Lisa. Okay, so I am going to do Wild Brows today. Last week, we heard from Danielle, who did the whole concealing magic. I'm so excited, you guys. And as you can see, I do have brows. It's just some of it is sparse. Right here, and some of you might not have any brows or have light brows, but we're gonna play with brows today, and we're gonna wow our brows. Our brows is basically our frame for our face, and it's amazing how your brows, when you put it on, it can change your whole image on your face, right? So with Robert Jones, you guys, he's an international makeup artist, and just learning about tips and tricks on how to make your brows pop, amazing. And tune in for next week. We're gonna do some eye color. It's gonna be in parts. So excited for that. You're gonna need a couple things to start off to do your brows. So I have the eyebrow and eyeliner brush that we have in Mary Kay. At the end is a brush, and then we do have a stiff brush at this end. There we go. So you're gonna need this. You're also gonna need an angle brush, right, for your face. So I do have this. This is our. We're gonna use this. So you're gonna need this, and then depending if you already have brows, one side I'm gonna do the brow tint that we have in Mary Kay. It's our volumizing brow tint. I'm gonna use dark brunette. So this is how it looks like. I'm gonna go into it, but I'm gonna show you what it is. So it has a little brush. We're gonna kind of apply it on our brows as if we were applying mascara on our eyelashes. So same thing. We're gonna apply that on. Or if you don't have any brows, you guys, this is the really amazing thing about, I did not know this until Robert had shared this on the tips and tricks on makeup. You need two colors actually for your brows. So you're not going to just use one color. You're going to need the color that's close to your brow shade. So I am using dark brunette, and this right here is our precision brow liner that we have in Mary Kay. And it's already, as you can see, let me do this. The tip is already, you don't have to sharpen the tip, it's mechanical. So you can just push it up when you need a little bit more. So you don't need to sharpen it. So you need two colors. You need the color that's close to your brow shade and a shade lighter. That's what he said. Because of the fact that you don't want to use a dark shade on the darker dense area, because that's going to create an unevenness of your brows. You want it to look super natural. You want it to go on and look like, this is what he said, and I'm quoting him. You don't want to have two caterpillars on your face. You want it to look natural, that the hair belongs there. So we're gonna go through that, okay? So the precision brow liner. So I have dark brunette, right? And then I have brunette. So those are my two colors. We're gonna start off, you guys. As we start to age, our brows, they go away. So he said that with your brows, make sure that you take the lighter color. So I'm going to start with the light brunette on here. If I can find it. There we go. So I'm in my room. So I'm going to start with the light, with the brunette that we have in Mary Kay, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So that way you guys can kind of get a feel. That's the color. There's my camera right there. That's the color that we have. So that's light for the brunette. And he said to color, or to actually make mini strokes all throughout your brow. So you're going to use a lighter shade to evenly put that light color throughout your brow. So first, it is hair. our brows are hair. So we are going to need that brush that I initially showed. This is our eyebrow slash eyeliner brush. We're going to use this. We're going to brush our hair. So I'm going to use you guys as a mirror, and I actually have another one. Hold on one second. There we go. You're just going to brush it in an upward and out motion. So that way all the hairs line up, right? So we're going to do that. Up and out. And for those of you who don't have brows, don't worry. I'm going to show you where to start your brows, where to end your brows. Right, eyebrow. This is amazing. It's a 2-part brush that we have, double-ended, and the end is the eyeliner part. But we are actually going to use this to apply shadow at the end, matte shadow. And that's another tip that he had given us at the makeup store. It was amazing, you guys. I would say if you want to learn from a makeup artist, it would be Robert Jones. All right. So where you start your brows is at the tip, your nose at the end, right? And then you're going to just dot it right there. That's where your brow is supposed to start. You guys, right there. You guys can't see it, but I can. So you're going to start your brow right there. And then your brow, where the arch is going to happen, you're going to go from the end of your nose, right, to your pupil, go straight through your pupil and right there. So that's where your arch is going to happen. And the end of your brow is going to be from the end of your nose right there to that. That's going to be the end. So I have 3 dots on my face. You guys can't see it. You can make it a little bit darker, but know that it's makeup and you can always wipe it off. If you mess up, you can always wipe it off. So we're going to start. He had shared that do small little strokes so that way, you guys can see, so that way it looks natural. You're going to put the lighter color on the areas where it's not dense. So as you can tell, like right here, I have a dense brow. And then right here, there's a little bit sparseness. And then at the end here, you see a little bit brow. So I am going to color my brow in small little strokes. So that way it's super natural. When you look at it, this is the light color brunette on my eyebrow. You're going to fill in your brow. So we're going to use this shade. And we, like he said, we're going to use 2 colors for our brows, right? A lighter shade and a shade that's just about the same color as your eyebrow. So I am following literally, it's connect the dots. It literally is connect the dots for your eyebrows. And I am just going to, I think I'm hitting the table. So as you guys can see, I'm doing small little strokes, connecting the dots together. I'm doing the top part first, right? As you can see, it's already shading in. And this is what my friend Carla with her brows, she's amazing at brows. Your brows aren't supposed to look like twins. They're sisters, right? Sisters are completely the same, but they have different personalities. Well, some of them have different personalities. I'm filling in my brow. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And shading it all in. And at the end, you can extend your brow out. You can see my brow that I don't have any precision liner. And you guys see the difference? All right, now the bottom part, I do have some spots where I don't have any hair that grows in that area. So I'm just going to draw it in. You can see just small little strokes, right? And then I'm going to go back. I didn't do this center part because this part I really have, that's my difficult part that I have. Where did my brush go? You always want to blend in because the mechanical pencil has the sheen, the shine after. You want to make sure you blend it in so it does make it appear natural. So wherever you did that pencil mark at, go ahead and go with this angle brush that you do with the eyeliner. It's a stiff brush that we have in Mary Kay. And you just want to go back to it and just the same way, little strokes, and just kind of work it into your brow. Makes it look soft, makes it look more natural, not too harsh. and kind of help with getting rid of that shine because of this mechanical pencil. There we go. So the mechanical pencil is super fine, you guys, and it allows for you to draw in your brow, make you do the arch and all of that. So I'm going to work on this part because you guys can see I don't have any hair right here. So I'm just going to do little strokes like he said. You want your brows to look all natural on your face, right? We don't want it to look like it was just painted on. There we go. It looks super soft, not too harsh. See how it's already filling in? I love makeup. I love makeup. Mary Kay makeup. All right. Okay, you guys can see the difference. It's filled here, and you can see this one is sparse, right? I'm going to go back again with the angled brush and kind of blend that in, blend that product in. There we go. I'm going to fill a little bit more on the top here because I do have some sparseness. Now this is the brunette, you guys, a light color still. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take the darker color and we're going to go over the spots that you barely have any hair, so that way you can fill it in, because you don't want to fill in the darker area with the color, the darker color that's kind of close to your shade. It's going to make it look a lot more dense, and it's not going to look have your brow look much more even. It's supposed to be, right? You're going to have, if you do the dark brunette, like I can't do it right here, right? My dark brunette, if I do it right here, this area is going to look much more dense than everywhere else, and my brows are not going to, it's not going to look nice, right? Okay. And never do just the pencil. You always want to blend in so that way it looks a lot natural. So blend with the angle brush. I'm going to go in with, oops, with the dark brunette, and I'll show you the different colors. So that's the dark brunette, and this is the brunette. And if you guys can see, the dark brunette is right up there, and the light brunette is right on the bottom. You can see there is that slight changing color. So make sure I have the dark brunette on here. I'm going to go in with the dark brunette, and I'm going to fill in a spot where I barely have any hair, right? It's at the arch that I had. I'm just going to fill in. You're going to go in small strokes. So it looks a lot more natural. And if you mess up, it's okay. Like, see, I went a little bit over. My finger. We're going to go back to it, and we're going to do concealer too. But you guys can see already there's a big difference with the darker one going in, and I'm going to fill in a little bit more here where my hair is sparse, and I'm just going to fill it in a little bit more with the dark brunette. So it doesn't, you don't have to go back over the dark color everywhere. It's just those places that you don't have that much hair. For those of you that don't have hair, you just draw it in. So right here, I barely have hair, but I do want to make sure that it's, how does that look, you guys? Super awesome, right? You can see the difference. Like, it is framing my face right now. I'm going to go back with the angle brush, and I am going to blend, right? Blend. That's our friend in makeup. To always blend in. We don't want it to look too harsh or like it doesn't belong on our face. So I'm going to go back to where it was that I had done the dark brunette. I'm going to blend it right in. No product. Precision eyebrow liner on this face, on this brow. Okay, so another tip of brows is because the mechanical pencil, it has this sheen to it, you want to go in with a matte color shadow. or a brow powder. In Mary Kay, we have a matte shadow. So the one that I'm going to use that's kind of close to my hair color, right, is espresso. So I have my little right there. That one right here is what I'm going to use. This is espresso. Sorry, there's my camera right there. And then that's biscotti. We're going to use that to highlight. So darker brush. Yep. So I'm going to take my espresso. I'm going to use my angle brush, right? I'm going to take a little bit of the Chroma Fuge eyeshadow, matte. And you want to go in to the places where you barely have hair, right? You're going to just go ahead and add a little color because you want to fill it in and you want it to look super natural. Barely in the areas where you don't have any hair. So where you applied the darker color. So right here where my eyebrows was sparse, right? I'm gonna add a little bit of that matte shadow and add it on there. Just gonna brush it on. Small strokes, brush it on. And as you can see, it filled my brow. See that, right? Super amazing. It actually, brows, like what Lisa said, frames your face. And it just literally gives your face life. Look at it. No makeup, no brow pencil, and then my brows. How awesome is that, you guys? Okay, now, this I actually learned from my friend. To kind of give your brows a little pop, you would actually use some sort of lighter color right here. You're just gonna put a little bit of a lighter shade. So I'm gonna actually use biscotti on here. I'm gonna use this angle brush that we have in Mary Kay. And I am gonna take the biscotti, that color right there, to kind of highlight underneath my brow. Now, if you need to clean up that area, if you're like, oh, I did like, there's some spots here that it's dark and discoloration. The concealer is amazing for you to line that bottom part, but for your eyebrows to pop, you want to use some sort of light highlighting color. I use biscotti for my skin tone. There's also, I know some people actually use the under eye corrector under here to give their brows a little pop. So I'm going to show you the difference from this brow to this brow. So I'm just going to kind of highlight a little bit on here. You guys are going to see what it does to my brows. You guys can already see there's a difference, right? To make your brows pop, I'm using biscotti right under my brow. And it's actually just going to give your brows a little pop. How does that look? So that's with the Brow Precision liner that we have in Mary Kay. Now you use two different colors, right? You use a lighter color and a color that's kind of close to what your brow shade's at. And you can definitely see the difference from my left brow to my right brow. Okay. We also have another product in Mary Kay, which is our brow tint. And this is amazing. Now, what we learned through Robert is you use the brow tint when you actually have hair. So that way that hair can grasp the product and allow it to volumize. This is our volumizer. So it's almost like brushing in the product to give it a little bit more volume in areas where you want to kind of highlight your brows, right? So here is a volumizing brow tint. I'm going to show you. It's literally like a brush. We are just brushing the product onto our brows. It looks just like that cute little brush at the end. There's different colors, but I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is a dark brunette. We also have, let me just pull this up. All right, so we have dark brunette, we have blonde, dark blonde, and brunette as well. So we have 4 different shades. Now I'm gonna just take this, and literally it's just almost like putting mascara on our lashes, right? We're just gonna brush it on. You're gonna go to the direction of your hair. So my hair, you're gonna go up and out. So I'm just brushing my hair, and as you can see already, it's filling in. Now I know some people, they actually use the brow tint right after they're done with the Brow Precision and the matte eyeshadow over their brow. They'll go one time over to kind of let their hair sit. It almost acts like gel too on your eyebrows. So here we go. And as you guys can see, the product is catching onto my hairs and giving it that volumizing. Totally different, right? Actually defining with the 2 different colors on the Brow Precision liner. And I can make this thicker if I want by putting more product on. We're just gonna volumize it a little bit more. And you can always wipe the product on the top of the little, on top of right there. And just go in. You guys can see like this part, I didn't have any hair. I'm just gonna add a little bit more on there. Lucky for me. I'm thankful for my dad. He was a brow guy, and I inherited his brows. So I'm gonna go a little bit more here, and you guys are gonna kind of see the difference between the brow tint and the Precision brow liner. There we go. Sisters, not twins. And it frames your face, right? Now, like I said, I usually mess up, right, with the brows. So I'll take my concealer. This is my little trick. I'll take my concealer and I'll take the end of this brush and I'll put a little bit of concealer right above my brow. So I'll take this, I'll just literally take this portion of it. A little bit of that. And I'll just go on the top of my brows because I know, just conceal it just a little bit. I'll even use my hand too. There we go. But with the Precision brow liner and the volumizing brow tint, and it comes in 4 different colors for the volumizing brow tint. And the Precision brow liner, you guys, there's blonde, dark blonde, black brown, and we have brunette and dark brunette. So just know, wow, brows, like literally you can draw in. Like if I wanted to go in here and kind of draw in, I'll do the same technique that I did on the other brow with a lighter shade, right? So I'm gonna take the brunette. You guys are gonna kind of see it. So I'm gonna extend my brow a little bit more out with the ones that I didn't do with the brow tint. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more here, fill it in for the places that I don't have any here. And make sure you get your little brush, right? And you blend, blend, blend. And then you can go in with your darker color if you would want to and kind of fill that spot in. And I see a little spot that I had done. There we go. And let me put that little pop on the other end. Take this color, Biscotti again. Just run that through the bottom. And there you go. You got some brows done. And then you'll just, we're going to work on eyes next week. So if you guys have any questions at all, go ahead and let us know. I hope you guys had learned a little bit about brows and how to frame your face. maybe we should have someone who have a little bit of sparse hair come on and kind of share that. But we do have different products with our Mary Kay makeup line that will cater to your skincare and makeup needs, you guys. So thank you so much for joining in. I hope you guys had a great time. Bye.